Hi everyone, in this video we're going to be taking a look at creating the bedside cabinets, right? The bedside tables. Now from here we can kind of observe that we have a very simple kind of rectangular table shape with 4 legs, and at the same time you may want to also observe that at the side of the table you can kind of see the door as well, so it kind of shows that from the back and the front it's quite empty, right? At the side it's quite empty as well, so it's just like a rectangular box at the top with 4 legs extruding down onto the floor. Now there's also a little bit of a tabletop here at the bottom, okay, close to the floor as well, so that would probably be something that we're going to add in the last step. Right, apart from that, at the front as well, okay, although the resolution is not that great of the picture, we can kind of see that there is the cabinet or the drawer that we can kind of pull out, right, from the table itself, and there's a little bit of an inset at the front, so probably this is where the person can kind of grab the drawer to kind of pull it out, right? Now it also kind of helped me sometimes. What I do is I go to the internet and I kind of Google, let's say for example, the bedside table, and I can kind of look at other examples to give me a rough idea of how I'm going to plan and model that particular object, right? So this is something of a observation that we can do, all right, so that we can kind of come close to the aesthetic requirements of that particular model. Right, so I'm gonna take you through in creating this particular model. Right, so first things first, what I'll do is, now again, if you are not able to see your models in detail, okay, if you need to see the wireframe, make sure you turn on your wireframe on shaded. Okay, I'm going to create a cube as like the other models that we've done before as well. Okay, we start with a simple cube. Okay, so it's going to be, oops, okay, it's going to be somewhere over here. Now, so it's easy if I were to use the top view, okay, to kind of gauge the size. So press spacebar, right? Mouse over the top view here, press spacebar again. Now, like the previous video, as I was mentioning, if you do not want to see all the tiny little grids, okay, you can go up here and click on the grid to toggle the grid off, right? That should help us out with visualizing the space. Now, what I'll do is I'll use scale. Okay, I'm going to scale it up, right? Again, let's observe the tabletop here. So it's going to be maybe about the thickness of this, close to where the first pillow is. Okay, all right, and the height of this is probably slightly higher than the bed frame. Okay, almost close to the height of the mattress, right? So we bear that in mind. Now, so what I'll do is I'll just move it close to the pillow just to get a gauge of the size of this. Okay, right, so okay, probably about there, maybe slightly more. Okay, there you go, right, with in line with the first pillow, okay, more or less. Now, and then for the width, I guess I will use, okay, the wall, okay, as a gauge. Right, so this is going to go beside the bed, okay, against the wall. Okay, maybe I'll just leave a little bit of a gap here, or maybe I can just push a little bit more. Right, now, so let's take a look at the height. So again, from our observation, so it's gonna be slightly higher than the bed frame, close to the height of the bed, right, somewhere there. But the top of the table, okay, is just merely, okay, the height of the pillows, okay, or if you can kind of gauge, okay, just observe. Now, so I'm just going to make it slightly thinner. Okay, so take a look at the height here. Okay, then maybe slightly lower, a little bit more. Okay, right, so there you go, something of that sort. Right, if I'm happy with it, all right, maybe just a little bit more here. Okay, so once you're happy with it, okay, so we're going to set up the legs. All right, so remember, just like the bed frame, so what we can do for the legs is, okay, we go to channel box. Okay, if you cannot see the subdivision, just click on the word polycube. Okay, you should be able to see your subdivision. Now for the width, I'm going to have about 2 lines in the middle, so you can click to highlight subdivision width, use your middle mouse on the scene and drag it to the right, okay, to increase the value. Now when you do this, you're actually increasing the subdivision width here. Okay, so I need 2 lines, so the subdivision width is 3. Now the subdivision depth, okay, I need 3 as well. Okay, and then I have 2 lines. Now, so what I can do with this is right click, go to edge. I'm going to double click on this line or this edge over here, so that it will then, or maybe here, right, so when you double click it, it's going to select the whole loop. Okay, press shift, select, double click on this edge as well. Now it's going to select both the loops, and what we can do is we can use scale to scale them apart. Okay, scale them apart. If you move the other way, you're scaling them towards one another. Okay, so I'm going to scale them apart. Alright, so by observing the picture, so I have a gauge of the size of the leg, okay, of the table. I'm going to do the same for the horizontal lines as well. Double click, press shift, and double click the second line and scale them apart. Right, so I get this 4 corner square faces. Alright, so with this, what I'll do is, let me go to object mode. I'm going to select this object. Right, so it's difficult to select the faces with the floor blocking the way. So what we can do is you can go up here, click on this button. This is the isolate select, to kind of isolate this object for the moment. Now I can just rotate, look at the bottom of the object, right click, select face. I'm going to select these 4 corner faces. Okay, press shift to multiple select. Right, and now I'm going to extrude it down to the floor, so I have to click on isolate select to bring back everything else before I click the extrude button. So let's extrude them down. Okay, use the blue arrow and pull it down. Now what I like to do is I like to usually not really put it at the floor, but just go slightly beyond the floor a bit. Alright, that should help me or confirm that my table is actually touching the floor. Okay, now let's press W or click the move tool to exit the tool. Right, and with that, I kind of complete the first part of creating this. Okay, so now in the next video, I'm going to show you how to actually create the drawer, okay, which is at the front of the tabletop itself.